It's a hot and steamy summer night in Boston as we welcome you to Fenway Park as we get ready for Game 2 of the 4-game series between the White Sox and the Red Sox. Hi again, everybody. I'm Don Orsillo, and welcome to Red Sox Baseball. Well, the Red Sox last night had another key injury to an all-star. Their only all-star representative, David Ortiz. The injuries have piled up for the Red Sox all season long, and the question is, how long will David be out? It happened last night on the Adrian Gonzalez home run as Ortiz makes his way around the bases, touches second, and then something goes wrong in the Achilles tendon area, and Ortiz hobbles his way all the way around and comes off the field. Today, actually feeling worse is David Ortiz in day 2, and the question is, how long will David now be out for the Red Sox? Certainly they cannot go long without him as we welcome in Jerry Remy. And Jerry, if they do go long, this could be bad for the Red Sox.
Yeah, absolutely, Don. And just, you start to get guys back, and all of a sudden you lose your big home run hitter, your power guy, David Ortiz, the guy that's really carried the Red Sox offense all season long. And we have no idea right now how long it's going to be. He's in a boot right now. He said it was worse today than it was yesterday. He's going to get a second opinion on it. Right now they say there's no tear, but it's going to be a while before he gets back in the lineup. And until then, you're going to have to piece together DHs. Tonight, Daniel Nava gets a start at the DH. We may see Cody Ross in that spot. We may see Ryan Sweeney in that spot. We just don't know as we go along, but it's not going to be one guy that's going to replace David Ortiz.
Well, last night he was coming around the bases as Adrian Gonzalez hit a big 3-run home run. And we'll talk a little bit about Adrian Gonzalez when we come back to Fenway Park with more right after this. It was warmer than that as we get ready for Game 2 of a 4-game series between the Chicago White Sox and the Boston Red Sox. Welcome inside the broadcast booth, everybody. I'm Don Orsillo. Well, tonight is Game 2 of the series. A great game in Game 1 for the Red Sox and a big 3-run home run for Adrian Gonzalez as part of the victory. I think Adrian would like to have more home runs than he currently does, but the batting average is slowly going up for him. In fact, if you look over the last 3 weeks in 21 games for Adrian Gonzalez, the numbers have been very good. Over the last 21 games, Gonzalez has hit .384 with multi-hit games in 10 of those. He has hit at least one hit in 20 of 21, lone exception being the final game before the break against the Yankees, which he departed after one at-bat due to illness. His 4 RBIs last night marked a season high. He's leading the American League with a .389 average with runners in scoring position. Well, it is the Red Sox and White Sox, and so far this season, the Red Sox have had the edge in the first 5 games. The Red Sox are 4-1 against Chicago. Well, game 2 of this series is coming your way next, and on the mound is John Lester. He's 5-6, but 4-3 lifetime against the White Sox. We're back. The first pitch right after this. By Kia, Dunkin' Donuts, New England Subaru dealers, by Bermuda Tourism, 5 Hour Energy, and by Southwest Airlines. Well, it is a warm night in Boston tonight as the Red Sox and White Sox get ready for the second game of the series. Red Sox take the field tonight, led by John Lester, as the Red Sox do. Let's check out the White Sox starting nine. It's brought to you by Jordan's Furniture. Alejandro Diaz is at the top of the order. He's in center field with Kevin Youkilis at third base batting second. Adam Dunn, the DH, in the 3 spot with Paul Konerko in the cleanup spot at first base. It's Alex Rios in right field. A.J. Przinsky does the catching. He bats sixth. Diane Viciedo is in left with Alexei Ramirez at shortstop batting eighth. And Gordon Beckham is second baseman for the White Sox. Chicago comes in at 49-40. They have a 2.5-game lead atop the American League Central. Starting pitcher is brought to you by the experienced Buick New England Sweepstakes, and John Lester on the mound, his 19th start of the year, 5-6 with a 4.49 earned run average, 94 Ks in those 112 and a third innings pitched. And last time out, he did lose to the New York Yankees, went 4 1/3, giving up 5 runs. 4 of them were earned runs.
The Red Sox defense is brought to you by Southwest Airlines. They are currently 5th in the American League, 52 errors on the season. Will Middlebrooks will be at third base. Mike Aviles, the shortstop. Pedro Siriaco at second. And Adrian Gonzalez, the first baseman, left to right. Kyle Crawford, Jacoby Ellsbury, Ryan Sweeney, and Jared Saltalamacchia doing the catching for John Lester.
Umpiring crew tonight, Mike Everett has got the play calling the balls and strikes with Manny Gonzalez at first base, Paul Schreiber at second base, and Laz Diaz, he's the umpire at third. Where available, this telecast can be heard in Spanish by selecting the SAP button on your television remote. Enjoy the game.
Buenas noches, amigos.
Well, this is about as warm as I can remember we have been this season so far. It says 89 degrees, but it feels much warmer than that, especially on the field. The wind direction out to center field, and the forecast partly cloudy for the remainder of the night. Just kind of a hazy, humid night here at Fenway Park, and temperature gauge on the field around 92 degrees to start this game as they're in the shadows on the field at the moment. Lights are on here at Fenway Park as John Lester stands in behind the mound, getting ready to deal with Alejandro Diaz. Red Sox trying to make it 2 in a row against the White Sox in this series after fun game last night, a well-pitched game by the Red Sox, and they got the key hit in the game from Adrian Gonzalez, a few of them. Lester ready to work, and the first pitch of the ball game is in there for strike one, and we are underway. Alejandro Diaz, 276 hitter, top the White Sox order. 5 homers and 33 runs batted in.
Second start that Lester has had this year against the White Sox. A 1-0 record. He had no runs given up in 7 innings in a game at White Sox Park.
In there for a strike, and it's 1-2. There are the numbers in the start for Lester. John trying to get back to the 500 mark individually as he comes in at 5-6. It's 1-2, slap foul. Last 2 games, Diaz has gone 0 for 9, and the last 8 games he's just 4 for 36, hitting at 111. Red Sox have had a hard time getting their leadoff hitter on base. Swing and a miss. He won't be on base this time. He strikes out to start the game.
Good curveball shown by John Lester right out of the chute to pick up the strikeout.
Night 2 of the return of Kevin Youkilis. Youkilis takes a look at ball 1. Nice night and a return for Youkilis in last night's game. He was 3 for 4 with 2 doubles and a run scored last night in his return. Overall at 261 on the year, the combined numbers between the Red Sox and the White Sox. And last night saluted right out of the gate in his first at bat, and he saluted the Fenway faithful right back. He'll take a strike, and it's 2-1. Got to be strange for Youkilis. Last night he was facing Aaron Cook. Tonight he faces a guy that he played alongside with for a long time in John Lester.
Yeah, it's always a strange feeling to come back and play against your old team, and especially this soon. I mean, Youkilis just leaving a few weeks back.
Can you draw anything standing at third base or first base from a guy that you played in behind to gather as a hitter?
Well, yeah, I mean, you know, obviously with John Lester throws, you've seen him pitch a million times, but the fact is, until you get up there and face him, it's totally different.
Youkilis will take the walk with 1 out as he heads down to first base. 1 on, 1 out, and up comes Adam Dunn. So Youkilis aboard again. Dunn's got 28 home runs. Go along with a 212 average, 65 runs batted in, a slugging of .521. Leads the American League with the 28 home runs. In fact, leads the majors. Brian Braun, the leader in the National League for Milwaukee, with 26. Adam Dunn with 28. Then Jose Bautista, just went on the DL, has got 27. This is a ground ball by the shift and by the dive of Siriaco. Youkilis will stop at second, and that's a solid single through the infield for Dunn. 2 on, 1 away.
Yeah, Dunn not wasting any time against the left-handed, jumping on that first pitch from John Lester. A fastball from Lester. Outside part of the plate, but Dunn still hooks it and hooks it past Siriaco. There's the dive, but it's quickly by him, and Youkilis has to hold up at second base.
Two on, 1 away, and here comes Paul Konerko. 318, 14 homers, 42 runs batted in for Konerko. Fifth in on-base percentage at .396 in the American League. 7th in average at .318 to start the night. Swing and a miss. July has been relatively quiet for Konerko. He's hitting at .209 in the month of July. on the All-Star team, named to his 6th All-Star game. And it's now 3 years in a row for Paul Konerko. Swinging a foul at the dish. Jerry, it was great seeing Aaron Cook pitch so well last night, but the Red Sox really need to get Lester and Beckett going on a consistent basis here in the second half.
Oh, absolutely, and they know that. I mean, they know that they've got to step it up a little bit in the second half, especially as you move into this situation where you're getting close to the wild card spot. They've got good pitching basically from just about everybody, and these two guys. I mean, they're the guys that you want out there in big games. And Beckett's been pitched well the other day with illness, and now they hope for the same thing tonight from John Lester.
Ahead of Konerko, 0-2. And a roller foul towards the White Sox dugout.
Konerko's always had great success against Lester. 429 coming into the game with 3 career home runs.
Got his 400th career home run back on April 25th at Oakland. It's outside, 1-2. Well, the news on David Ortiz, not much better today. In fact, he said he feels worse today than he did yesterday, and that is a concern. He's also headed for a second opinion to get more news. Right now, just in a boot. Jenny Dell will check in with us later and have more information on David, but it's going to be a while, and he has not yet been placed on the DL. There's a ground ball and a fair ball down the right field line. Scoring from second base is Kevin Youkilis. Headed to second is Konerko. He'll get there. A run in for the White Sox, who strike first. It's second and third with 1 out and 1-0 Chicago.
Now Konerko continues the success against John Lester. That ball hitting the first base bag as it heads down the right field line. A cut fastball that kind of stayed out over the plate. And Konerko with the late swing puts it right on the bag.
So second and third, 1 out, a run in, and Alex Rios, the batter, former Toronto Blue Jay, hitting at .316. A much better season this year for the White Sox. We talked about it last night. He's moved from center field to right field now for the White Sox, where he primarily played with Toronto. Aggressively jumping on that first pitch and fouling it off. He's got good speed on the base paths. He is tied for first in the American League in triples with 5 on the year. A bit better on the road than at home. As he sends this to center, and it'll fall for a base hit. From third comes Dunn. Konerko will be stopped at third. And it's 2-0 Chicago. Jacoby Ellsbury kind of deked the runner out there in center field as he was coming in, and stopping at third base was Konerko. It's 2-0 Chicago.
That's a changeup right there on the outside part of the plate, actually off the outside part of the plate, but Rios able to reach out and hook the ball into center field. You saw the deke out there, which really didn't mean anything because one run was going to score anyway, and the runner holds up at third base.
So Rios drives in his 51st run of the season, and it's first and third with 1 out, 2 runs already in. 7th time in the last 9 games Red Sox starters have allowed runs in the first inning. As you look at the numbers for A.J. Pierzynski coming into tonight's action. He looks at ball 1 away. Last 9 games the Red Sox starters have given up 17 total runs in the first inning. Two and 0. Paul Konerko at third base. Alex Rios at first base. One out in the inning.
You mentioned Rios can run 13 steals on the season. He's been caught 4 times.
Brzezinski with a hack, and he fouls it off. This White Sox team on top of the American League Central. 2.5 games better than the Detroit Tigers to start tonight. 3 games better than the Indians. Robin Ventura in his first year here as manager of the White Sox. And the lead over the Tigers, a team that I think a lot of people thought may run away with the American League Central. Tigers playing better baseball now, but they went through a very rough patch. "22 pitches deep into this first inning is John Lester, and he has 1 out. That'll miss, and it's a full count now to Brzezinski.
That's the pitch he wanted to put him away on right there, the cut fastball, but not tempting for Brzezinski to go after. Here's the cutter from Lester. It would look like they wanted to go inside with it, but it goes outside. In the count 3-2.
This one fouled off to the left, out of play, and we'll do it again. 3-2. On deck, Diane Viciedo. A.J. Brzezinski tied for first in the American League in games caught. This is his 74th game of the year. Runner at first goes as it's fouled back to the screen. Alex Rios getting a start. A.J. Brzezinski with 16 home runs at the break, the most by a White Sox catcher since Carlton Fisk hit 23 back in 1985. He's left off the All-Star team despite leading AL catchers and RBIs, ranking second in homers at the break. Another foul, and again Rios was off with the pitch.
And again, building up that pitch count very early here in the first inning against John Lester on a hot night.
Ninth pitch of the at-bat coming up here for A.J. Brzezinski. Swing and a miss. Runner goes. The throw is going to be in time. Strike him out, throw him out, double play. Good end to the inning. But the White Sox get 2 runs in the first. Rios thought he was safe. It's 2-0 Chicago. The White Sox have scored 2 runs in the top of the first. Let's check out the Red Sox starting lineup. It's brought to you by New England Chevy dealers. Jacoby Ellsbury leading it off in center field with Carl Crawford in left field batting second. Daniel Nava is the DH with Adrian Gonzalez at first base. Will Middlebrooks at third base with Jared Saltalamacchia doing the catching. Ryan Sweeney's in right batting seventh. Mike Aviles at shortstop eighth. And Pedro Siriaco bats ninth. Starting pitcher is brought to you by the experienced Buick New England Sweepstakes, and Philip Umber threw a perfect game, the third in White Sox history earlier this season, but it's been a struggle. 13 start, 3-4 with a 6.01 earned run average. First pitch to Ellsbury is in there for strike one. Umber, who has had a tough time ever since the perfect game, last time out did get a win, went 5 innings, 4 runs against the LA Dodgers. That was back on June 16th. As the pitch in is fouled back to the screen.
Red Sox roughed him up earlier in the season. That was the game after the perfect game that he pitched.
He returns from an injury rehab assignment at Class AA Birmingham, reinstated prior to tonight's game. This is a little looper down the left field line that is going to fall foul. And into the first row of seats and back out again. Since the perfect game for Umber, and that was against the Seattle Mariners, Umber is 2-4 with a 7.47 earned run average. 10 starts since the perfect game. That was on April 21st at Seattle. So the numbers for Ellsbury, his first homestand of the year. 0-2 is lined into center field. It's a base hit. Ellsbury aboard to begin things here in the bottom of the first inning, and wide turn at first, but he'll hold on with a leadoff single.
Breaking ball here from Umber, the curveball, and taken right back up the middle by Jacoby Ellsbury. So the leadoff man on for the Red Sox in the bottom of the first.
Ellsbury on for Carl Crawford, returned to the Red Sox lineup last night, 1 for 3, got a base hit in his first at bat last night. And takes a look at strike one. Nice to have the 1-2 punch of Ellsbury and Crawford, especially on the base paths. Red Sox in January thought this was going to be something that they would see on a daily basis. But it takes until July 16th for Crawford. Ellsbury takes off, a bobble for Brzezinski. No throw and a stolen base for Jacoby Ellsbury.
Ellsbury picks up his first steal of the season, no contest. Brzezinski, the catcher, never had control of the baseball. On the transfer, the ball pops out of the glove. Right there. And Jacoby Ellsbury in scoring position at second base. Very good jump also at first base by Ellsbury.
Two balls and a strike now to Carl Crawford with Daniel Nava waiting on deck. That'll miss down and in, 3-1. What a difference the Red Sox lineup looks like with this element of speed now injected with Ellsbury and Crawford they just didn't have in the first half.
Absolutely, and without David Ortiz, they may need that speed at the top of the lineup. Get some men in a scoring position.
(3-1) is lined into right, a base hit for Crawford. Here comes Ellsbury around to score the Red Sox first run of the night. Nice start for Carl Crawford.
Crawford gets the fastball from Umber right here, right down the middle of the plate, and a top spin line drive to right field. Picks up his first RBI of the season as Ellsbury has no problem scoring from second base.
So 1 on, nobody out, a run in for Daniel Nava. Slides into the 3 spot as a DH tonight, and It's at 265, 4 homers, 27 runs batted in. Jerry, we talked about it before the game and our favorite segment, View from the Booth, that this could be a rotating spot here in the absence of David Ortiz. As Crawford starts and stops at first, doesn't go, but with David on the shelf right now for who knows how long, it sounds like it's going to be moved around to different people.
Yeah, I think so. Bobby Valentine addressed that this afternoon, and he says, I don't envision one guy being the DH on this ball club. He says, I can see a lot of different guys trying to fill that role. They locked Nava today into that 3 spot because he's been swinging the bat well. Had a home run in that Tampa Bay series.
Lumber gets 2 runs in the top of the first inning, gives 1 back so far. Still nobody out in the inning. Here's an 0-1 pitch. That'll miss, 1-1. Daniel Nava, a defensive replacement in last night's game for Crawford, 1 for 10 in the series against the Rays. Throw to first, and back to the bag is Crawford. Nava, one of the guys who led off in the absence of Jacoby Ellsbury. In fact, to 17 of the last 23 games, Nava had been leading off for the Red Sox in the top spot. Crawford takes off. 1-1 is a swing and a miss, and the throw is going to get through. But be backed up. Stolen base for Crawford. 2 thefts in the inning for the Red Sox.
Yeah, that's nice to see. Ellsbury with a stolen base. Crawford with a stolen base. 2 men quickly getting in scoring position. Off-speed pitch here by Umber. Looked like it might have been a slider down in the zone, and no contest again at second base. This time, Pazinski did make a throw, but they had no chance to get Crawford.
Ground ball right side to Beckham. He'll throw to first for the out, but on to third goes Crawford. 1 down.
Now let's look at the White Sox defense. They've been very good. Second in the league. Only 36 errors on the season. Kevin Youkilis at third base. Alexi Ramirez the shortstop. Gordon Beckham at second. And Paul Konerko the first baseman. Diane Viciedo in left field. Alejandro Diaza in center field. And Alex Rios in right. And A.J. Brzezinski doing the catching.
So 1 out, Crawford at third base, 90 feet away as Adrian Gonzalez stands in. A big night for Adrian last night as checks in, hitting at 288 now. 7 homers and 50 runs batted in. 3-run shot for Adrian Gonzalez last night. It broke a 1-1 tie in the 8th inning. And for Gonzalez, his 7th home run of the year. 5 of the 7 home runs Adrian has have come at home. And this one fouled off to the left, and good to see him going the other way with that Adrian Gonzalez power swing. Back again, it appeared last night.
Yeah, it certainly did. A lot of the hits the other way have been kind of, line drives the other way, ground balls the other way. Last night he powered it to the opposite field, up into the monster seats.
Now trying to bring in the game tying run. Thought about it. Did he go around? No, says Laz Diaz. And it's 2-1.
Looks like a good call right there. Gonzalez holding up the head of the bat.
Adrian down the right field line towards the pole, and foul. He's going to turn it away and evens the count at 2-2.
Right field line, hooking in foul territory down near the pesky pole.
Gonzalez rips it back where it came from and into center. From third comes Crawford, and the game tied just like that, 2-2. Adrian Gonzalez with a good stroke right now.
Now some nice baseball being played by the Red Sox offensively. Base hits, stolen bases, Nava getting the runner over. Gonzalez getting him in with a line drive right up over the head of Umber. And Gonzalez now has 51 RBIs on the season.
So some speed displayed in this first inning by the Red Sox. Ellsbury with a stolen base, Crawford with a stolen base, both getting into scoring position and both scoring. Game tied 2-2. Will Middlebrooks takes a look at ball one.
I don't think you'll see Gonzalez with a stolen base.
You never know, Jerry. Everybody feels like they're fast tonight.
Maybe.
Adrian with not a huge lead at the moment, though. Outside ball 2-0. Two stolen bases in 4 attempts in his career. I think Adrian should steal more. The element of surprise. Just try it every now and again. No one's expecting you to do it. Take off.
Well, as long as they've got that first baseman holding you on, it's not much of a surprise, really. You know, you just throw over there once in a while and you let them know that we know you're there. That'll probably hold them.
I'm going to talk to Adrian about that, I think. More stealing. 2-1 is a swing and a miss. It's 2-2. He was 1 for 1 last year. So he's perfect in his Red Sox career. 2-2 pitch. It's outside, ball 3, full count. On the ground at first base, Konerko will try to start it. They go to second for 1, back to first, and it's not in time. Middlebrooks able to beat it out. They do get Gonzalez at second base. 2 outs now in the first inning.
Ball not hit that hard by Middlebrooks, so almost impossible to turn over the double play for Konerko. He'll go to second. The return throw for Ramirez will not be in time to get Middlebrooks, who's hustling down that line all the way. Keeps the inning alive.
Well, Jared Saltalamacchia checks in, part of our key matchup. It's brought to you by New England Acura dealers. 3 for 5 in his career against Philip Umber, and he's looking to start to get hot. He's been in a slide lately, 1 for his last 21 over the last 6 games. And for Saltalamacchia, a lot of strikeouts lately.
And a lot of them have been on breaking balls down in the strike zone.
That's ball 2, 2-0. 17 home runs to lead all major league catchers. Also first among American League backstops with 30 extra base hits. Second in slugging percentage. On the ground right side, this will go to Beckham. He'll go to first, and that'll end the inning. But the Red Sox have erased a 2-run deficit. They tie the game 2-2 at the end of 1. Boston Sports Inside and Out. It's Dennis and Callahan on WEEI tomorrow. You guys talk baseball with former Red Sox Gabe Kapler and Jerry Remy. It all begins at 6 a.m. right here on Nesson and on 93.7 FM. John Lester fouls one off the shoulder or arm, bare arm of Jared Saltalamacchia. Got his right arm, it appeared.
Yeah, I got that throwing arm on the foul tip right over the glove and right off the arm where there really is no padding for Saltalamacchia.
Swing and a miss for Diane Viciedo.
Good changeup that time by Lester, keeping it down and away from Viciedo. See a little movement on this, dipping down and away.
.258, 15 homers, 43 runs batted in. Base percentage just under 300 for Viciedo. And then a swing and a foul at the plate. It hangs at 1-2. We will see Alexei Ramirez, who waits on deck, then Gordon Beckham. Swing and a miss as Lester picks up his third strikeout. One down here in the second inning.
There's that good cut fastball right there from John Lester, exactly where he wants to throw it against that right-hander. Out of the strike zone, down below the knees, and inside off the plate. Looks like a fastball to the hit of the cut right at the last moment, and the swing and miss.
One out here in the second inning. Alexei Ramirez, the batter. And he takes strike one. There is a .263, 2 homers, 44 runs batted in. Tied for fifth in average and runners in scoring position on the year in the American League. Last 25 games, he's hit at .385, raising his average from .215 up to .263. And is tied for first among American League shortstops with the 44 RBIs. Foul it back, still 0-2. Well, here's what's coming up tonight. We will hear from David Ortiz. Also, Jenny Dell will fill us in on the Cupcake War. And we'll get you caught up on the Blue Jays and the Yankees tonight from Yankee Stadium as they play the second game of their series. 0-2 is a high fly down the left field line towards the pole, and it will be a foul ball. And apparently a nice grab down there by a youngster.
And a big smile on his face.
This one is straightened out and hit to deep left and high off the wall. Crawford plays the carom as Ramirez will throw the brakes on. Throw goes to second and gets away, but it's backed up by Lester. So Ramirez with a line drive to left field and almost got out of here, high on the wall.
That's 2 balls hit pretty well. One in foul territory, this time in fair territory. Might have been that cutter again, but that time out over the plate and about 3/4 of the way up that wall. Crawford making that throw in from left field. Cost the elbow a concern. Looked to be no problem on that throw.
One out, one on for Gordon Beckham. Beckham at .239, 9 homers, 38 runs batted in. Batting .274 in his last 40 games. Hitting at .192 when he bats in the number 9 spot, and that's where he is again tonight. 2 nights in a row in this series as he takes a pitch outside. White Sox as a team hit at .259 in the middle of the pack of the American League. Red Sox 269, fourth in the AL. The Texas Rangers are setting the pace, sitting at 278 as a team.
Yeah, the Red Sox all of a sudden have jumped into first place in runs scored in the American League, tied with the Texas Rangers.
We will be going to Arlington next week as part of a two-city tour for the Red Sox. They go to Arlington to take on the Rangers and then to New York to take on the Yankees. A tough trip. As the pitch misses inside, 2-1. Talking about the leader in the American League East and the Yankees, who have a 9-game lead over the Orioles and 9.5 over the Red Sox, and the Texas Rangers, who are in first in the American League West by 5.5 games over the Angels. Tonight the Yankees off to a fast start again, and the return of CC Sabathia. 2-1 is just outside. Lester wanted it badly, and it's 3-1.
I don't blame him. Looked like it had part of the corner. We'll look at the Amica pitch zone, see where it is. Just barely outside.
Runner goes as Beckham takes the strike. No throw from Saltalamacchia, and no slide for Ramirez at second base. He's not sure what happened. He's safe. Look to the third base coach for some help. And very strangely at second base is kind of a sort of half slide stand up thing, but apparently he's okay.
When in doubt, always slide.
He did
Looks
this.
like he tried to and then got that ankle turned a little bit.
Line to right. Sweeney's coming in to make the catch below the cap high for the second out of the inning. No advance for Alexei Ramirez. Let's check in with Jenny Dell.
Don, as you know, David Ortiz's MRI came back with no signs of a tear or rupture in his right heel. He'll be traveling to Miami tomorrow to get a second opinion before the Red Sox decide if they should place him on the DL. Ortiz said that he woke up this morning feeling swollen and sore.
Today was worse than yesterday. When it comes down to soreness, but it's not tear, which is good, and I think just gonna find out what's up.
Bobby Valentine talked with the medical staff today, and they decided to wait at least 24 hours to make a decision regarding putting Ortiz on the DL. As you mentioned before, Jerry, as far as the DH role goes, Valentine said they'll use a variety of players to fill that spot until Ortiz is back. This injury report is brought to you by Stewart Healthcare.
Thank you very much, Jenny. And the Red Sox certainly need him back soon. And the question is, how bad is it? How long will he be out? And we will learn more, I guess, in the next 24 hours. We're talking about a second opinion before the game as well, but just want to wait and see before actually placing him on the DL. But not surprise me at all, Jerry, if he ends up on that DL.
Yeah, having the boot on, walking around today with that boot, and waking up in more pain today than he was in last night is, it doesn't sound good. And it sounds like it could be a DL situation.
That'll miss inside, ball 2, 2-1. I should preface that by saying I am not a doctor.
Well, I think people out there are well aware of that. Dr. Rosillo.
But I can tell you from what I see there. 2-1 pitches outside. Did he go? They will. Well, Salty wants him to check. Now they do. Diaz says he didn't offer. 3-1.
Not even close to going that time.
Two outs. Alexei Ramirez at second base. Lester up to 47 pitches through an inning and 2/3 so far tonight on a hot night from Fenway Park. This one is fouled off, full count.
If you were a doctor, they would be calling you Dr. Don. Be a pediatrician. Dr. Don.
This was the injury last night for David Ortiz as he touched second and came up lame. He was able to make his way around the bases. As he went down the tunnel to the Red Sox clubhouse, you could tell that he was in a lot of pain. And to hear that he said today that it was actually worse today is not good. 3-2, line down the left field line. It is a fair ball headed towards the corner. Alexei Ramirez is headed towards the plate. He will get there. It's bobbled down there in the corner by Crawford, but it is an RBI double for Alejandro Diaz, and the White Sox are back on top again. They lead it now 3-2.
El Diaz hanging tough against lefty. Lester against Diaz gets that fastball and right down the left field line. Ball hooking, curling, but stays in fair territory. And by the time Crawford tracks it down, to run in, and Diaz at second base with the RBI.
So 2 outs and a chance here for Youkilis to do more damage. He walked and scored in the first inning after a 3-hit performance in last night's game. Pitch 50 for Lester is on the ground to short, and it's picked by Aviles. His throw is going to be in time. Dug out by Gonzalez to end the inning. However, the White Sox get a run and take a 3-2 lead after an inning and a half. Now that's a sign, Jerry.
Wow.
There are signs, and then there's that. Wow, we get off it very quickly. Can always go back. They cover it all.
They got everybody on there.
Peabody Mass is represented. It's timely because Uke is here tonight. We're here. I'm already going to vote it as the sign of the night.
What are we pointing at anyway?
To Aviles at shortstop. It's not Aviles. That is Ramirez, who throws out Sweeney for the first out of the second inning. Really helps when you turn the card over. One out here in the second inning. Well, Thursday at 5:30, you can join TC for an all-new Bobby Valentine show. They'll discuss the return of Ellsbury and Crawford, take a closer look at the revolving lineup, and get Bobby's take on the All-Star game. Catch the Bobby Valentine show Thursday night at 5:30.
I can give you my take on the All-Star game right now. I didn't watch it. I watched Ortiz's at bat. That's about it. I did. I watched Ortiz's at bat.
I watched it all. What do you want to know?
Nothing really.
Justin Verlander was throwing 98 miles an hour in the first inning. He gave up surprisingly a bunch of runs.
Yeah, and
not a lot happened after that. It was actually kind of boring after that.
And now we start in the National League City as the season, as the World Series,
yes,
right?
Third year in a row. One out in the second inning. Mike Aviles is now batting, and he grounds one to third. Youkilis will pick it and throw. 2 down. So 2 outs here in the second inning, and Pedro Siriaco coming up. Hitting the road, take the Red Sox with you this season. Subscribe to MLB.tv today to see every Red Sox on-market game, live online and on your favorite devices in HD quality. Visit RedSox.com to order and get more details. MLB TV, baseball everywhere. 2 outs in the second inning for Pedro Siriaco. .464 as he takes a pitch for ball one. Didn't miss by much. Umber wanted that pitch. Siriaco has now played 8 games, 7 at second base, 1 at short as he lifts a fly ball to right. Rios was shallow, but he moves back and over to make the catch. It ends the inning. Umber with a 1-2-3 second. We're through 2. It's 3-2 Chicago. Top half of the third inning, 3-2. The White Sox have the lead. As leading it off here for the Chicago White Sox is Adam Dunn. Dunn with a single to right field in the first inning. It's Dunn, Konerko, and Rios. 3, 4, and 5 for the White Sox here in the top of the third inning. They grabbed the lead after getting 2 runs in the first, and the Red Sox tied it up. White Sox get a run back, and it is 3-2 Chicago as they bat here in the visiting half of the third inning. Outside, 3-1. So far, Lesser has had to labor through tonight's outing on a hot night. He threw 50 pitches through the first 2 innings. Falls behind the first batter here in the third, 3-1. Dunn with a big swing and a full count.
Keeping that fastball down and almost out of the strike zone as Dunn chases that 3-1 pitch.
Ball 4, and he walks Dunn to begin things here in the third inning. Red Sox baseball on NESN is brought to you in part by Eastern Bank, the official bank of the Red Sox television network. Tradition, history, and a commitment to everyone on our team. These are just a few of the things Eastern Bank is made of. Find out more at easternbank.com. Adam Dunn with a leadoff walk to begin things here in the third inning. First time White Sox have had the lead runner on. Here is Paul Konerko. There goes Dunn for second base on a steal attempt, and he will get there. So Dunn does not waste any time, steals second and dropping the ball with Saltalamacchia.
He just surprised everybody in the ballpark by taking off at second base. Picks up his first steal of the season.
And since 2008.
Everybody was stunned.
Pitch is down and in, and it's 1-1 now to Konerko. Runner in scoring position, nobody out here, and a 1-1 to Konerko. And a late swing drilled into the seats. Konerko fouls off another and hangs at 1-2. I want to remind you this copyrighted telecast presented by authority of the Boston Red Sox may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. The accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Boston Red Sox. Third inning with nobody out. Adam Dunn in scoring position at second base, and it is 3-2 White Sox. Outside 2-2. Konerko with a double and an RBI in the first inning. This marks the 6th game of the year between the Red Sox and the White Sox. Boston so far 4-1 against Chicago. Robin Ventura's team comes in with a 2.5 game lead atop the American League Central, and against the AL East they are 10-12. It's outside, ball 3. Well, the Red Sox in interleague play went 11-7. The White Sox ended up at 500. They went 9-9 against the National League. Konerko reaches out, lines out to first. Gonzalez with a look at second, but no play. One out in the third inning. Watch Boston Sports Live, a live interactive sports show hosted by Chris Gasper 3 times a week at noon on Boston.com. One out with Adam Dunn at second base here in the top of the third inning, and brings up Alex Rios. Rios a single and an RBI in the first inning. In there for strike one. Rios 31 years old, originally a Toronto Blue Jays first round pick back in '99. This will miss down and in, 1-1. Claimed off waivers from the Toronto Blue Jays. absorbing his contract and now in his 4th year with Chicago. Prior to that, spending his entire career in Toronto. A 6-season career for him there with the Jays. Most homers in a season, 24, and that came in Toronto in 07 as Lester bluffs off the backside of the hill. On the ground towards Siriaco at second base. He'll look the runner to third and fire to first. 2 down as Dunn takes third base. With 2 outs here in the 3rd inning. And that'll take us to the White Sox catcher, A.J. Pierzynski. He struck out swinging in the 1st inning. One of 3 strikeouts so far for John Lester through 2 2/3 innings. Pierzynski takes strike 1. Reaches out and sends one up the middle. Diving as Aviles gets up the throw in time. Nice play by Mike Aviles. Robs the White Sox of a run. 3-2, Chicago on top. Tomorrow night before Sox coverage, join Jameson and Brick as they welcome special guest Paul Kelly to Bruin Face Off Live. The trio break down the NHL labor negotiations and what the NHL's initial offer means. Catch up with the NHL tomorrow night at 5:30. (3-2) White Sox have the lead over the Red Sox as Boston comes to bat here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Kobe Ellsbury takes strike 2, quickly down 0-2. Second time through the order now for Philip Umber. Ellsbury, Crawford, and Nava anticipated here in the 3rd inning. He had a 1-2-3 second. Now Ellsbury sends it out to right field, and this will get in for a base hit. Jacoby Ellsbury is 2 for 2 in the ballgame.
First hit back in the first inning was on a breaking ball. This time an 0-2 fastball to Ellsbury. They wanted to come inside, but he leaves it out over the plate, and Jacoby drops it in front of Alex Rios for the base hit.
So lead runner on for the Red Sox, second time in the game. As Carl Crawford stands in, he singled to right to drive in a run, stole a base, scored a run. Already tonight as Ellsbury gains his lead. Umber will check on him right away. Fouled off to the left, out of play. Crawford activated from the DL prior to last night's game. Recovering from the left wrist surgery. 1 point transfer to the 60-day DL. That was on May 3rd. At one point during spring training, it looked as if we would see Crawford early in the season, maybe the first couple of weeks into the year, and then the wrist problem jumped back again and the surgery. And it's been a long way back for Crawford. And nice night last night. Already got a hit here tonight. Lift a fly ball out to center field. Diaza makes his way back onto the edge of the track to make the catch. As Ellsbury tags, heads for second. He will be safe at second base. So the catch made on the warning track in center. Ellsbury thought he could get there, and he does as he tags up.
That's an excellent base running play by Jacoby Ellsbury. You know the ball's going to be caught, and you know it's hit deep. So what do? Go back and tag up. You've got the play in front of you. If you think you can make it, you keep going. If you don't, you just stop. And Ellsbury knew he could make it. He keeps going and gets in a scoring position. Excellent base running by Jacoby Ellsbury.
So he's in scoring position with one down. Red Sox down by a run. Here's Daniel Nava. Grounded out to second base in the first inning. And a foul down the right field line. Nava hitting a solo home run in the fifth inning on Sunday at Tampa Bay. The one will hit him, and down to first base goes Nava. First batter that Umber has hit in the game tonight. 2 on, 1 away.
And you can see right off the knee, it looks like, or the thigh of Daniel Nava. Really not much you can do except turn into the ball. That's exactly what Nava did, and ends up getting to first base on the hit batter.
Now is your chance to win a 2-year lease on a brand new Buick Verano and behind-the-scenes NESN fan experience at the ballpark. Take a test drive during the month of July, and you'll be entered for a chance to win the Experience Buick New England Sweepstakes. You'll also receive a complimentary $50 debit card just for taking a test drive. So head to your nearest participating Buick dealer today. 2 on, 1 away, and Adrian Gonzalez, the batter, had an RBI single back in the first inning to center. And takes strike one. Gonzalez hits it in the air to left. Viciedo has got room as he backpedals. Now over his step to make the catch. Second out. No advance for the base runners. 2 outs here in the top half of the third inning. The Beth Israel Deaconess Medical Center, the official hospital of the Boston Red Sox, is celebrating Fenway's centennial with 100 pitches for good health. Sign up for your daily health tip and then tell us what you do to stay healthy at NESN.com/BIDMC. You'll be entered to win a NESN Healthy Prize Pack. Two outs, two on. Will Middlebrooks is the batter. Grounded into a fielder's choice in the first inning. Late swing and a foul off to the right, out of play. Brooks over the last 17 games hitting at .305. He was held hitless in last night's game, going 0 for 4 in the first game of the series. Reaches out and fouls another one off to the right. Still 0-2.
Back-to-back breaking balls by Umber to Middlebrooks. That time a little bit farther outside. Middlebrooks able to foul it off.
Umber wants to talk to his catcher, A.J. Brzezinski, and they will meet here with 2 outs and 2 on in the top of the third inning.
Yeah, they may want to switch up signs. Ellsbury's been there for quite some time at second base. Or just get what they want to do with Middlebrooks in this 0-2 count.
Outside, 1-2. In there for strike 3. Middlebrooks doesn't agree, but he strikes out. The Red Sox strand a pair. We have played 3. The White Sox have a 3-2 lead. Sox have the lead over the Red Sox. It's on to the fourth inning we go, and leading it off for Chicago is Diane Viciedo. Bottom third of the White Sox order in the inning. As Viciedo takes ball one, we'll see Alexei Ramirez and Gordon Beckham. 69 pitches for John Lester. Here is 70, and it is fouled off back into the grandstand area. Ball and a strike now to Viciedo, who struck out swinging in the second inning. Fly ball out towards deep right center field. Long run for Ellsbury, headed back towards the bullpen, and that will bounce up into the seats. A ground rule double to begin the inning for Viciedo, and a long drive out to right center. Jumped up into the first row of seats behind the bullpen.
Yeah, he shows some good power right there. Viciedo going toward that Red Sox bullpen on a changeup from John Lester. That changeup stays up in the zone a little bit, and Viciedo takes it to one hop out of the playing field for the ground rule double.
So lead runner on here for the White Sox, second straight inning. They left that runner at third base last inning. Viciedo now at second, nobody out, and here's Alexei Ramirez. Swings away and grounds one right back to Lester. Looks the runner back, and then the soft toss underhanded for the first out of the inning. Alexei Ramirez on one pitch is retired 1-3.
Nice play by John Lester. Gets that one big bounce. Checks that runner at second base. See if he's too over aggressive. And once he decides that he's not, then he goes to first base with the underhand flip to get the out.
One down, runner at second, and Gordon Beckham coming up. Batting out of the number 9 spot. He lined out to right field, and Ryan Sweeney in the second inning. Red Sox continuing a 7-day, 7-game homestand. Game 2 of the 4-game series against the White Sox. Red Sox will be hosting the Blue Jays in 3 games over the weekend. It's ball 2, 2-0. Ball 3, 3-0.
With the left-hander on deck, Beckham could have the green light here on the 3-0 count.
Takes ball 4 and heads down to first base as the third walk given up by John Lester in the night. The number 9 man here as we check in with Jenny Dell.
Don Carl Crawford made his long-awaited 2012 debut last night with a 1-for-3 outing, scoring 2 runs. Batting second, Crawford singled up the middle in his first major league at-bat since September 28, 2011.
Well, it definitely helps. You know, it helps you relax a little bit more and not worry about it so much. And then it kind of reminds you that, you know, you can still do it. So, you know, that was good to get that knock out of the way.
With Crawford making his season debut in last night's win, the Red Sox had 45 players appear in a game this season. That's 4 shy of their entire 2011 total. Jerry, the 44 players used by the All-Star break matched Boston's highest ever first half total.
It really has been amazing, Jenny, how many players the Red Sox have had to use. And, you know, we talked about this earlier. The guys that they have called up for as replacements have done a good job. But just about every single one of them has been called into action because of injuries. But now this injury bug has become ridiculous. I mean, you get one guy back, you lose another one, and it just goes on and on.
You know, David Ortiz, the newest, of course, last night, as the Red Sox do have action in the pen now. Shinichi Tozawa warming up. His conversation has continued a while, and it's continued on the mound with Mike Everett, hopefully an umpire, out there for a while as well, and now it'll finally break up. Pitching line is brought to you by Ace Ticket. 3 1/3, 6 hits, 3 runs. Walked 3, struck out 3, and already at 76 pitches with 1 out here in the 4th inning.
Well, John, we were talking, about kind of the good feeling you had last night with Crawford coming back into the lineup. Pedroia was going to be due back toward the end of the week, and then you get hit with the Ortiz thing. I mean, it's just amazing.
One out, 2 on. Has a feel of 2010 a little bit. And that year, the Red Sox went through so many different players, both starting pitchers, outfielders, you name it. First go around for Bobby Valentine here, and it's not been easy. Chop softly towards Gonzalez. He will flip to Lester for the out. 2 down. The runners move on. Viciedo to third. Beckham to second with now 2 outs in the inning. Well, tonight, following our Red Sox coverage, join Dale Arnold for NESN Daily, presented by Sun Life Financial. Highlights from the Liverpool Football Club's training session today at Harvard, plus highlights from around the AL East. All this and much more on NESN Daily tonight, following our Red Sox coverage, only on NESN. 2 outs, second and third. Big spot here in the game for Kevin Youkilis. And a chance to do some damage in the second with a runner in scoring position, but grounded out. Now he has second and third, 2 outs. Youkilis takes ball 1 away. $11 July games for Youkilis, sitting at .372 with his new team, the White Sox. 3 homers, 12 RBIs in 11 games in July. It's outside, 2-0.
And Lester being very careful. First base open with Youkilis at the plate right now. And, of course, a good hitter up next and Dunn, but he is left-handed.
Away again, 3-0.
Might as well just go ahead and put him on, because that's what it looks like Lester's trying to do. Or get him to chase something that's not a strike.
There is a strike, 3-1. Youkilis did walk in the first inning, scored the first run for the White Sox. Mentioned he grounded out in the second inning. Here he is with Viciedo at third base, Beckham at second, and 2 down. Youkilis takes strike 2, so Lester battles back, full count.
Yeah, back-to-back fastballs to run the count to 3-2 against Youkilis. I don't think Youkilis was expecting the fastball on that 3-1 count, right down the middle.
Three-two pitch. In the air to deep left field for Kevin Youkilis. It's a 3-run home run into the monster seats. Youkilis will make his way around the bases, and for Youkilis, it's got to feel pretty good. It puts the White Sox on top, 6-2 in this game.
Well, it's interesting at bat. You know, it looked like John was pitching around Youkilis for the first 3 pitches, getting to chase something. Fell behind 3-0, came back with 3 straight fastballs. And Youkilis gets on that last one for the 3-run home run.
Three hits last night. His first hit of tonight is a big one. It's a 3-run home run. And Youkilis has given his White Sox team a 6-2 lead. Dunn will take a strike, and it's 0-2.
One more look at the pitch to Kevin Youkilis. Out over the plate. And the line drive home run into the monster seats.
This will be fouled back, 0-2. He'll never admit it, but somewhere in that head right there, he is thinking, take that. 3-run home run for Kevin Youkilis, and the White Sox have a 6-2 lead. And it has got to feel very good for Kevin Youkilis. He wasn't having a lot of fun for a lot of this year here in Boston. He's having fun now.
He's had a lot of fun the last 2 nights.
It's outside, 1-2. A lot of Red Sox Nation, a lot of Youkilis fans here have not forgotten his contributions to this club, and parts of 2 world championships. Two to Dunn. Swing and a miss. Lester battles back, strikes him out, but the damage done. 3-run home run for Kevin Youkilis as the White Sox on top 6-2. A 3-run home run to Kevin Youkilis in the 4th inning. 91 pitches through the first 4. And the Red Sox trail 6-2 as we head to the bottom of the 4th inning. Jared Saltalamacchia takes strike 1. Saltalamacchia grounded out in the first inning, 0 for 1. Saltalamacchia, Sweeney, and Aviles here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Philip Umber now has a 4-run lead. Then a 1-run lead last inning. This is line foul. Inside 2-2. Talked about earlier, Umber with a perfect game earlier this year in Seattle against the Mariners. He is 29 years of age, 13th start of the year. Look at the numbers against the Mariners back on April 21st. Third perfect game in White Sox history. 3-2 is a swing and a miss. Saltalamacchia is striking out. Second K for Umber. One down here in the fourth inning.
And they have come back to back. You got Middlebrooks on a breaking ball to end the third inning. A fastball away from Saltalamacchia to pick up the first strikeout here in the fourth inning.
One down in the fourth, and Ryan Sweeney's the batter. He grounded out to shortstop here in the second inning. Activated from the 15-day DL in Game 2 of the doubleheader against the Yankees last weekend. Had some toe inflammation, his left big toe. Played in a couple of rehab games with the Portland Sea Dogs before coming back. He will send this foul off to the left. And even the count at 2-2. Spent time earlier on the DL this year, the 7-day concussion DL. A diving catch in Philadelphia. So it's not been an injury-free season for Ryan Sweeney so far in his first year in a Red Sox uniform. '31st start in right field tonight. And he lifts one to left. Well, back goes Viciedo to the warning track to make the catch for out number 2 of the fourth inning. Come enjoy the Red Sox Family Pack ticket special at Fenway Park for this week's series against the Chicago White Sox. With every ticket purchased, you'll receive a complimentary Fenway Frank and a complimentary soda. Go to RedSox.com to get your Red Sox Family Pack ticket special today. She's having a good time here at Fenway Park.
Trying to get a rally going.
This one is fouled back. Willis made a great defensive play to end the third inning and rob A.J. Brzezinski of a base hit, and the White Sox at the time of a run. At the plate, he is 0 for 1. And down on the count, 0-2. Umber with a fastball, curveball, slider, and a changeup, and he's throwing 66 pitches as he works here with 2 outs in the fourth inning. Vila's protecting the plate, fouling it off to the right. Struck well to center. Diaza going back onto the track to make the catch in front of the wall. A good running grab for the White Sox center fielder. It ends the fourth inning. We head to the fifth. 6-2 Chicago. Is brought to you in part by Eastern Bank, listening, guiding, and being there for kids in need. That's what Eastern Bank and Adrian and Betsy Gonzalez are made of, which is why we've teamed up to support youth mentoring programs throughout Massachusetts. To find out more, go to easternbank.com/Adrian. John Lester done after 91 pitches and 4 innings in tonight's game, trailing in the game 6-2. And a short outing innings-wise for John tonight. His call to the bullpen is brought to you by New England Ford dealers. Shinichi Tozawa first from the pen tonight as he begins the 5th inning. 7th appearance overall of the Red Sox this season. He's not given up a run in 6 2/3. 7 hits in those 6 2/3, and he's not walked anybody. Struck out 4. Opponents hitting at .259 against him. Tozawa recalled prior to Sunday's game, his 2nd stint of the season with the Red Sox. It's a first pitch ball outside to Paul Konerko. 1 for 2 night with a double and an RBI back in the 1st inning for the White Sox first baseman. Tozawa at the time of his call-up was leading AAA relief qualifiers with strikeouts per 9 innings. He's averaging 11.9 per 9. That'll miss. 2-1 now to Konerko. We'll see Rios and Pierzynski after Konerko here in the top of the 5th inning for the White Sox, who have a 6-2 lead. It's a fly ball to right. This will bring Ryan Sweeney in a step or two. 1 down in the 5th. It's time now for tonight's AT&T trivia question. And the question is, who holds the White Sox record for at-bats in a season? We'll have the answer for you a little bit later with 1 out here in the 5th inning. Alex Rios is coming up for Chicago. That's Tozawa in his 7th game in a Red Sox uniform this season. His 3rd game already against the White Sox. As the pitcher's in there for strike 1. There's had Tommy John surgery, recovering from it in 2010. Began last year rehabbing. That'll miss, and it's 1-1.
Well, Tozawa's job right now, try to hold him right here for a couple of innings, see if the Red Sox can mount something offensively, get back in this ball game.
That'll miss inside. 2-1 to Rios with Pierzynski on deck. Tough night tonight for John Lester. 4 innings, 7 hits, 6 runs. He walked 3, struck out 4, and again through 91 pitches in 4 innings. On the ground by Tozawa and by the dive of Aviles into center field. Second hit of the night for Rios. Both have gone to center field.
Yeah, first one drove in a run. That was on a changeup back in the 1st inning. This time back up the middle for his 2nd hit of the night. That on a fastball. Topspin ground ball just under the glove of Tozawa. And no chance for Aviles on that one.
One out, one on. A.J. Pierzynski coming up. He has been frustrated tonight at the plate. He struck out swinging in the 1st inning and then appeared to have an RBI single back up the middle, but Mike Aviles made a diving catch and fired to first base and got him, and Pierzynski was out. The White Sox at the time unable to score a run in that spot. They have scored 3 more since then, however, and lead it 6-2 here in the 5th. Runner goes. Pierzynski takes the strike. The throw is going to be a little bit high and late. And Rios able to steal second base. He got caught in the first inning. Not this time. He steals second and gets his 14th bag of the year.
And went on an off-speed pitch. It looked like a splitter from Tazawa. Throw a little bit high to second base, and Rios into scoring position with one out.
Very high. Tazawa finished the year of the Red Sox last year, last 3 outings of 2011 with the Red Sox. 1-2 is back at him. He'll look Rios back and throw to first for the out. Going to throw it in towards the runner, but Gonzalez with the good footwork, and there are 2 outs in the inning. Well, remember to watch every game night at midnight for the Red Sox latest matchup replayed in a convenient 2-hour format on Sox in 2, presented by Ace Ticket. Great seats at great prices. Two outs, Rios at second. Diane Viciedo 1 for 2. He doubled and scored in the 4th inning. He'll drop in there for strike 1. Alex Rios singled to center, stole second. He's still there with 2 down in the inning. On the ground towards third base. Middlebrooks on the backhand will fire across in time. Good stretch on the other side by Gonzalez. And that ends the top of the 5th inning. We are halfway through with the White Sox on top 6-2. Whether you're watching the game at the park or at home, Eastern Bank's mobile banking lets you access your account from wherever you are. It's just one more way Eastern Bank is making banking easier. Learn more at easternbank.com. 6-2, White Sox on top of the Red Sox. Last half of the 5th inning. Pedro Siriaco leading it off and taking strike one from Philip Umber. Siriaco flied out to right field in the 2nd inning. Now a wild swing and a miss has him down 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that's the 3rd strikeout for Umber. One out here in the 5th inning as he's now retired 6 Red Sox in a row.
3 strikeouts for him, 2 on curveballs, as that was to Siriaco, and 1 on the fastball to Saltalamacchia. He has settled into the game here in the 5th inning. Had a rough 1st inning.
One down, and Jacoby Ellsbury, the batter, he singled in the 1st, singled in the 3rd. Has stolen a base and scored a run from the top spot in the Red Sox order. Turns on this and fouls it back into the seats. Hot shot and foul ground. Ellsbury has 2 hits. Carl Crawford a hit. Adrian Gonzalez a single as well. Red Sox with 4 hits on the night against Umber. He's now 4 1/3 deep into his outing. Crawford waits on deck. Ellsbury to right center field on the move is Rios. He'll get there to make the catch for the 2nd out of the 5th. Let's check back in with Jenny.
New York versus Boston. Boston versus New York. Always a rivalry, but this time it's a cupcake war. It's Jason Varitek versus Bernie Williams. The 2 former MLB stars are going to be selling cupcakes at Georgetown Cupcakes, which has locations in both Boston and New York. 100% of the proceeds will go to charity when you purchase the Green Monster. It's a cupcake that's red velvet topped with vanilla cream cheese frosting. Veritek's charity of choice is Pitching In for Kids, which is a nonprofit organization dedicated to improving the lives of children across New England. Fans can help kick off the event and meet Varitek on July 19th, and the cupcakes will be sold until Sunday, July 22nd. Don, the cupcake battle comes right in the middle of the Boston Red Sox tribute to Jason Varitek with Thanks Tech Day Saturday at Fenway Park.
All right, Jenny, thank you very much. An infield hit here for Carl Crawford as he gets down the line very quickly as always and beats it out.
A chop towards second base, and Gordon Beckham doing everything he can to rush this play, but could never get a grip on the baseball, and no chance to get Crawford at first base. Goes as a base hit. 2nd hit of the night for Kyle Crawford. We had a chance to try those cupcakes. Yep. They were very good.
Quite good, yeah.
Very good.
2 down, Crawford at first base, and Daniel Nava, the batter, was aboard when he was hit by a pitch last inning. Crawford takes off. Here's the throw. It's going to not be in time, and Carl Crawford has his 2nd stolen base of the night.
Now the Red Sox, especially with the speed at the top of the lineup, feeling get good jumps off Umber, and really hasn't been close at second base. Crawford takes off the throw for Brzezinski, who's thrown out 25% of the runners this season. Not able to get Crawford. He picks up his 2nd of the night. Ellsbury has 1.
Mentioned Nava hit by a pitch last time up. He grounded out in the 1st inning. Looking for his 1st hit of the night. Red Sox trailing by 4 runs as they bat here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Nava grounds it foul over by the Red Sox dugout. 1-2. Covidien, a global healthcare products company, is a proud sponsor of the Red Sox Foundation, helping to address health needs in our communities. Well, for Crawford, just the third multi-stolen base game with the Red Sox, and a year plus now in a Red Sox uniform for Crawford. 1-2 in the dirt, and it's smothered by Pierzynski. Well, all of us here at Nesson and the Red Sox want to send out a special get well wish to Abby, who's watching the game tonight while recovering in the hospital. Everyone is thinking of you and can't wait to invite you to Fenway when the time is right. 2-2 is grounded foul hard into the seats. Still 2-2 to Nava. Adrian Gonzalez waits on deck. Humber gave up 2 first-inning runs, but none since then as he works here with 2 outs in the 5th. Late swing and a foul. Knob to left field. Viciedo coming in, diving to make the catch. What a grab by Diane Viciedo in left field. Robs the Red Sox of a possible run. They trail 6-2 at the end of 5. The top half of the 6th inning, 6-2. The White Sox have the lead over the Red Sox. And 8-9-1 for Chicago. Alexei Ramirez, Gordon Beckham, and Alejandro Diaza. Kenichi Tozawa's second inning of relief, and here's a foul off to the right for strike 1. Alexei Ramirez with the single, stolen base, run scored in the second, grounded back to the mound in the fourth inning. 1 for 2 night against Red Sox pitching. All that, in fact, was against Lester tonight. Tazawa gets strike 2 in there. It's 0-2. In the air, struck well to deep left center field. On the run is Ellsbury, but that'll get down onto the track. Ellsbury fires it in quickly, but standing at second base with a double is Alexei Ramirez. His second hit of the night, and he is 2 for 3 in the game.
Yeah, hitting out of that 8th spot, a couple of hits. That's a breaking ball there, a slider that just kind of spins up the home plate. Doesn't do very much, and Ramirez takes advantage of that. So a single, double, stolen base in the game for Ramirez.
There is Gordon Beckham. They were lined out to right field in the second inning. Walked and scored in the fourth inning. Chop to third. Middlebrooks looks the runner back at second and fires to first for out number 1. Beckham retired 5-3, 1 down. Well, tomorrow night, immediately following Red Sox first pitch, join us for Red Sox Game Day Live presented by Uno's with TC, Peter, and Matt Stairs. Jenny will also be there at 6:30. They'll preview Felix Dubron's start in Game 3 of the 4-game set against the White Sox. Peter sits down with a one-on-one conversation with General Manager Ben Cherington. Live coverage begins at 6 only on NESN. One out, Alexei Ramirez at second base, and here is Alejandro Diaz. Going to double back in the second inning, a 1 for 3 night. Line to right, it's in for a base hit. Ramirez being waved around. Sweeney is up and throwing. The throw is not going to be in time, and the White Sox add to their lead. They take a 7-2 lead here in the top half of the 6th inning. An RBI single for Alejandro Diaz.
And didn't wait around very long. Jumped on that first pitch from Tazawa. So he's got a double, a single, and a couple of RBIs in the game tonight. Drops it in front of Sweeney. Sweeney with a throw to home plate, but not in time. And the lead Bills for the Chicago White Sox.
One out, Diaz at first base, and here is Kevin Youkilis. Big part of this game, hit a 3-run home run in the 4th inning. With the White Sox 6-2 lead at the time, and Youkilis now takes a pitch outside. It looked as if they were pitching around Youkilis in the 4th inning, but then all of a sudden the plan changed. And Youkilis took him deep, a 3-run home run. Heading in the wrong direction initially was Diaz, no throw.
The Amica Pitch Zone is brought to you by Amica Insurance. Amica Insurance is not just how you covet, it's how you treat it. And in the 3-2 count, last at bat for Youkilis. Gets that fastball up in the zone a little bit from John Lester, and the 3-run home run. .15 steals on the season for Diaz at first base. He has been caught 7 times.
Youkilis gets jammed, fouls it off to the right, evens the count at 1-1. Two hits in the inning off Tazawa, now a run, a leadoff double for Alexei Ramirez. Beckham grounded out, then an RBI single for Alejandro Diaz is added to this White Sox lead. Chicago on top 7-2. 1-1 to Kevin Youkilis. Runner goes. Youkilis with a swing and a miss. Throw is going to be in time. Jared Saltalamacchia throws out Diaza for the second out. White Sox have been running all over the place tonight, and Saltalamacchia finally gets Diaza here, 2 down.
Yeah, right on the money at second base, too. You just have to catch it and apply the tag. Swing and miss by Youkilis. Diaza going in. And he is out on the head for a slide. So caught 8 times this season with 15 steals.
Down and away, 2-2. Strike 3 call. So Tazawa gives up a run in the top of the 6th inning. It's 7-2 Chicago. (7-2) White Sox on top of the Red Sox as the White Sox out and run in their half of the 6th inning. Boston back to work here in the bottom of the 6th. Adrian Gonzalez. There's Gonzalez, Middlebrooks, and Saltalamacchia expected in the inning. Adrian 1 for 2 with an RBI single back in the 1st inning. Red Sox trailed 2-0, then tied it up 2-2 in the 1st, but since then it's been all White Sox. Chicago scoring 5 unanswered runs. Game number 91 of the year for the Red Sox. We play on this July the 17th. Line into right field, a base hit for Adrian Gonzalez, his 2nd hit of the night, and it gets through Alex Rios in right. So Adrian will head to second base, gets the extra base. The miscue out there in right for Alex Rios.
Now Gonzalez on the breaking ball picks up his 2nd hit of the night, and then the bad play out here by Rios. Rios just lets that ball get by and plays it off to the side. And Gonzalez moves into scoring position at second base. Rios picks up his 4th error of the season to go along with the base hit by Gonzalez.
So Adrian at second, nobody out. Will Middlebrooks the batter, and he'll chop one off the plate foul. Grounded into a fielder's choice in the first inning. Struck out looking in the third. Philip Umber about to throw his 90th pitch of the night, working here into the 6th inning. Foul down the right field line, out of play. Arbor Coat exterior stain by Benjamin Moore, revolutionary waterborne stain that will transform your home into the envy of your entire block. Find Arbor Coat at your local Benjamin Moore retailer. Runner at second, nobody out here in the 6th inning. Middlebrooks waiting on a 1-2 pitch. And he'll foul off another. Jared Saltalamacchia waiting on deck. Number has really settled into his outing after a 2-run first. He's not allowed a run since. Red Sox have left 5 men on base through the first 5. That'll skip in. Pierzynski to his right. Nicely blocks it and keeps it in front of him.
Well, you mentioned earlier, Don, how many games Pierzynski's played for this White Sox club. He's been very durable throughout the years. Catches an awful lot. Makes a nice block on that particular pitch there, breaking ball.
Tied for the most starts in the American League. Tonight marks his 74th of a possible 91 games. He's been in quite a few more. Pinch hitting. This is to short, and it's Ramirez. Off balance throw, but he gets it there nicely to get Middlebrooks. And there's one away in the inning. It's time for a game break, and Tom Caron, TC. Okay, Tom, thanks very much. The White Sox enjoy a 7-2 lead here over the Red Sox. Boston batting in the 6th inning. Jared Saltalamacchia 0 for 2 tonight. He's grounded out to second base and struck out swinging. Gonzalez at second base with 1 out. Brian Omagrosso warming in the pen for the White Sox. Runs outside, evens the count at 1-1. Pitching line brought to you by Lexus for Philip Umber in tonight's game. 5 1/3, 6 hits, 2 runs. Both coming in the first. Hasn't walked anybody. Struck out 3. And the pitch count getting up there. 96 pitches right now for Umber. Another foul for Saltalamacchia, and it's 1-2. Time called very late. Umber stops his delivery. Home plate umpire is Mike Everett tonight.
Brzezinski apparently forgetting about the man at second base that time, going through the signs again with the man in scoring position.
In the dirt, Brzezinski does a good job of blocking that again, and a few of those 2-2. Those curveballs from Umber end up in the dirt.
And they'll always bounce back. You see that toward the catcher, and that gives Brzezinski a chance to block it again.
On the ground to first base. Konerko's got it. He'll take it to the bag and tag it for out number 2. Gonzalez moves over to third base with now 2 down. Tune in to the only show in Boston that knows Boston sports inside and out. It's Dennis and Callahan on WEEI. Tomorrow the guys talk with former Red Sox player Gabe Kapler and Jerry Remy. It all comes at 6 a.m. right here on Nesson and on 93.7 FM. You on at 6 a.m. tomorrow morning?
No, I'm not. No.
99 total pitches for Philip Umber.
No, I do not open the show. That's for sure. No.
So I shouldn't wake up at 5:59 to hear you.
No, sleep in.
Inside 2-0 to Sweeney. It's grounded to short, flied out to the warning track in left, and 0 for 2 night for the Red Sox right fielder. That's a strike over the outside corner. Sweeney didn't agree. 2-1.
That's a pitch there you would not swing at unless you had 2 strikes on you.
He does now. It's 2-2. On the ground right side, Gordon Beckham throws out Sweeney, and the Red Sox lead Gonzalez at third base. We are through 6 from Fenway. The White Sox have a 7-2 lead. years old. Welcome to your first Red Sox game.
I wish the score was a little bit different for you, but maybe it will change.
See what happens. You got the Wally doll there with him as well. Here's a pitch that will miss for ball one. So we start the 7th inning back at Fenway Park. Adam Dunn, Paul Konerko, Alex Rios. 3rd inning of relief for Shinichi Tozawa. He's given up a run in the first 2. 1-0 is a strike, 1-1. Dunn has been on twice tonight. A single in the first, walked in the 3rd, and then got his first stolen base of the year in the 3rd inning. It's part of a 7-2 White Sox lead. Looking back at Lester's 4 innings tonight, 7 hits, 6 runs, walked 3, struck out 4, and it was a tough night tonight for John Lester. The big blow, the 3-run home run by Kevin Youkilis. Foul back, still 1-2. Konerko will be next, and Alex Rios here in the 7th inning. One, 2 is strike 3. Dunn strikes out for the 2nd time tonight, and it's the 2nd strikeout for Tozawa. So with 1 out in the 7th inning, it's time now for the answer to tonight's AT&T trivia question. Who holds the White Sox record for at-bats in a season? Former Red Sox shortstop Orlando Cabrera is the answer. In Chicago in 2008, he had 10 more than the 2nd highest total in team history. He's actually 2nd in the league that year, however, to Ichiro at 686. Cabrera had 661 on a total of 730 plate appearances that year with the White Sox. 2nd most in team history, Juan Pierre, 734 in 2010. Down the line and foul for Paul Konerko. The all-time record for at-bats in a season is Jimmy Rollins, who had 716 at-bats in 2007.
That's a lot of ABs.
Yes, it is. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. Konerko grounds one, a fair ball inside the bag at first. Sweeney over to play it as Konerko is aboard with his 2nd hit of the game. He had doubled back in the 1st inning. Now 1-out single here in the 7th.
That's the 2nd time tonight he's going in that direction, right down the first base line. Gets a fastball away, very late swing, and is able to keep it in fair territory down that first base line. That just doesn't look like a Paul Konerko swing, does it?
No, but it'll work.
It is effective.
Two hits tonight, 2 for 4. Here's Alex Rios, who also has 2 hits tonight. He's singled to center on 2 occasions. That'll bounce in, and to his right is Saltalamacchia. Alex Rios, born in Coffee, Alabama, but resides in Puerto Rico during the offseason. Mentioned that he was a first-round draft choice of the Blue Jays, 19th overall pick back in 1999, and claimed off waivers by the White Sox from the Blue Jays. They absorbed the big contract that he signed that has him with the White Sox through 2015. It's a fly ball to right field. Sweeney makes his way in and makes the catch. 2 down as we check back in with Jenny.
Yes, Don, yesterday catcher Jim and Jimmy Fund co-captain Jared Saltalamacchia and I had the opportunity to visit the Jimmy Fund Clinic and meet some amazing kids.
I know going through a baseball season, going through the grind that we go through, you know, we kind of forget about, you know, what the real world's like. And seeing what these kids go through and through all of it, they're just smiling. You know, it's amazing to me, and it really makes you, you know, humbled and really realize that, you know, there's a lot more to this world than just baseball. And, you know, these kids are our future, and they're really, really strong.
So to all of Red Sox Nation, please tune in to NESN on Tuesday, August 21st and Wednesday, August 27th for the 11th annual WEEI and NESN Jimmy Fund Radio Telethon and help strike out cancer. Don?
All right, Jenny, thank you very much. Almost that time again here. And we call out to Red Sox Nation as we have each and every year, and always so generous to the Jimmy Fund, and we hope you will be once again as this one is grounded foul down by the tarp. Two outs here in the 7th inning. Paul Konerko's at first base. A.J. Pierzynski has had no luck at the plate tonight. He is 0 for 3, striking out and grounding out on 2 occasions. Another foul, this time to the left side, and it's 0-2 still. Souvenirs sprayed around here by A.J. Pierzynski. He caught Philip Humber's perfect game in Seattle. Second career no-hitter that he had caught. Catches Humber tonight, who's got a 7-2 lead. Here's an 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. They elevated by design. The fastball at 94, and they strike him out. A 7th inning stretch. White Sox have a 7-2 lead. Let's check in with your need to know with NESN Daily, presented by Sunlight Financial. Here's Dale Arnold.
Enter the Foxwoods Red Sox Grand Slam giveaway, and you could get called up to train with the pros. Play on the field, get your own locker, wear an authentic uniform, and more. Enter at Foxwoods, official partner of the Boston Red Sox. Learn more at foxwoods.com.
Back at Fenway Park, and the first Red Sox game here at Fenway. A lot of those tonight.
Yeah, a few of them we've had.
Brian Omogrosso into the game here for the White Sox. Fourth appearance, no record, a 5.40 earned run average. Opponent's hitting at 250 against him in the 5 innings that he has worked. He takes over for Philip Umber here in the 7th inning. The White Sox have a 7-2 lead, and not a bad outing at all for Umber tonight. As he goes 6 innings, 6 hits, 2 runs, didn't walk anybody, struck out 3, did give up 2 runs in the first, but nothing after that. 104 pitches in his 6-inning effort tonight. Omogrosso into the game and is 0-2. Pretty high leg kick from Omogrosso, who misses for ball 2. 2-2. Foul back, still 2-2.
He doesn't fool around. He gets that ball. He's back on the rubber, ready to go, isn't he?
Working quick.
Coming out of the bullpen.
On the outside corner for strike 3. And Mike Avila's got to be careful here. A few words for home plate umpire Mike Everett as he makes his way to the dugout, and see where this pitch ended up. Mike didn't like.
Looked to me like it was outside, and it was outside, and Avilas has something to gripe about to the home plate umpire. How do you expect me to hit that?
One out, 4 in a row, retired by White Sox pitching. Here is Pedro Siriaco. 0 for 2 in the game. He is flied out to right and struck out swinging. More action for the White Sox in the pen. The lefty Matt Thornton is up. He warmed in last night's game but did not see game action. To center field. Diaz was playing shallow. He makes his way back and recovers to make the catch on the dirt of the track in straightaway center. Immediately following the game, stay with us for WB Mason Red Sox Extra Innings Live with TC, Peter, and Jenny. We'll have a breakdown of John Lester's outing, including his take on tonight's performance. Let's catch Bobby Valentine's thoughts on Game 2 of the series from the Fenway interview room. It's all coming up right after the game on WB Mason Red Sox Extra Innings Live. 2 outs in the 7th. Jacoby Ellsbury's had a nice night. 2 for 3 tonight. 2 singles, stolen base, and a run scored. As he takes strike 1. Omogrosso selected by the White Sox, 6th round draft choice in 2006. Made his major league debut back on July 3rd against Texas, as he was called up on June 29th from AAA Charlotte.
Yeah, a guy that we did not see in our trip to Chicago when we played the White Sox.
Fly ball to left field. Viciedo goes back. Omogrosso has a 1-2-3 7th inning. We head for the 8th. It is 7-2 White Sox. Jenny Dell has her sister sitting behind her here at the ballpark today. How about that?
Pretty good seats.
Not bad. 8th inning, 7-2. White Sox have the lead over the Red Sox. And a grounder on 2 hops out to Aviles. Ciedo is out number 1 of the 8th inning. Boston Red Sox baseball on Messin is brought to you by Eastern Bank. At Eastern Bank, we're made of free checking. It's got nothing to hide, which means no fees or any other types of curveballs. Check out what else we're made of at easternbank.com. One out in the 8th. Alexei Ramirez, the batter. 2-hit night, a single and a double. He's also scored 2 runs in the game. Longest outing of the year for Shinichi Tozawa. He's been in the game since the 5th. Against his White Sox team earlier this year, he had gone 3 innings, but so far 3 1/3 of relief tonight. And jumps ahead of Ramirez, 0-2. And 6 runs the White Sox had were charged to Lester, 1 run to Tozawa since he has been in his 3 1/3. Tapper foul, 0-2. Red Sox Nation, if you need medical care at Fenway Park, visit the Beth Israel Deaconess First Aid Stand beyond Section 12. Beth Israel Deaconess Medical Center, the official hospital of the Boston Red Sox. Visit them at bidmc.org. 0-2 is on the ground to third base. Will Middlebrooks costs a diamond for out number 2 of the 8th inning.
Well, Tozawa certainly has done his job in this game, holding him to 1 run since he's been in there. Red Sox have just not been able to do much offensively tonight against this pitching staff of the Chicago White Sox.
Two down here in the 8th as Gordon Beckham, the batter, has lined out to right, walked and scored, and grounded out to third base. Philip Humber having some trouble after his perfect game, but not tonight. As ends up going the first 6, giving up 2 runs. And the backswing there is Beckham may have gotten a piece of salt to the Maki at 1-1. One pitch. It is the curveball, and it misses. 2-1. Alejandro Diaz at the top of the White Sox order, waiting on deck. Chicago enjoys a 5-run lead as they bat here in the 8th. Swing and a miss. 2-2. Fastball, 93. Tozawa made his major league debut with the Red Sox in his first pro year back in 2009. 7th Japanese-born player to appear with the Red Sox. 2-2 to Beckham. Went around, according to home-plate umpire Mike Everett, who rings him up. A 1-2-3-8 for Tozawa, but a 7-2 Chicago lead. Xfinity on big first inning for the Chicago White Sox. Alex Rios with an RBI single brings in the second White Sox run. It was 2-0 Chicago after just half an inning. Red Sox would come right back, though. Adrian Gonzalez, a single to center, ties the game 2-2. But then a game changer, a 3-run home run by Kevin Youkilis. He was ahead on the count 3-0 at one point, but here on a 3-2 pitch, it's a 3-run home run. And the White Sox now have a 7-2 lead. They move along here to the bottom of the 8th inning, and into the game is Matt Thornton. 43rd appearance, 2-5 with a 2.82 earned run average. Takes over for Oma Grosso, who went in a perfect inning with a strikeout. Carl Crawford, 2 for 3 in the game with an RBI and 2 stolen bases. Top of the order's done a nice job. 2 hits for Ellsbury, 2 for Crawford, and an RBI. And between them, they have 3 stolen bases. Adrian Gonzalez with 2 hits and an RBI, and the rest of the Red Sox lineup has really been very quiet tonight. In fact, 5 through 9, 0 for 16 as the pitch misses outside. Franklin Morales is warming in the pen and available from the pen tonight. Junichi Tozawa doing a nice job tonight. 4 innings of work, 1 run since he came into the game. This one is slowly chopped to third. Youkilis bare hands and throws, but it's late. Crawford, too much speed, beats it out. Nice bid by Youkilis, but not with Crawford running.
Couple of infield hits tonight for Kyle Crawford. 1 to second base. Now this one down the third base line. No chance for Youkilis. Nice barehanded play, but way too much speed by Kyle Crawford. Any other base runner, Youkilis probably has him at first base, but not Crawford or Ellsbury.
In September of last year, last time he had a 3-hit game. He'd do it better than Youkilis just did, but a lot of speed from Carl Crawford, who has a 3-hit night. Now Daniel Nava looking for his first hit of the night. Was on base back in the 3rd inning, hit by a pitch. And he was grounded out and lined out. strike one. Last year it took 7 games for Carl Crawford to get 4 hits. His first 2 games of this season, he's got 4 hits in his first 2 nights. It's a much better start already for Carl. One to Nava. That's a strike, and it's 1-2. Red Sox have taken exception with Mike Everett, the home plate umpire, on a couple of different occasions tonight.
That ball just barely caught the top of the strike zone. Looked a little bit high.
Fouled off to the right, out of play, and it hangs at 2-2. For every Red Sox game that goes into extra innings or the Sox earn a save, CVS Pharmacy will make a donation to Boston Children's Hospital towards their $25,000 donation this season. Matt Thornton, the 3rd White Sox pitcher of the night. Swing and a miss, strikes out Nava for the first out here of the 8th.
Nava 0 for 3 on the night. Did get hit by a pitch back in the 3rd inning. Fastball inside strikes him out here in the 8th.
One down, Carl Crawford at first base, and Adrian Gonzalez, a batter, 2 for 3 with an RBI single back in the 1st inning. There's strike one to Gonzalez. Crawford takes off. Here's a chopper to first. Konerko will tag the bag. And that is out number 2 as Crawford takes second base. Hess and Hess Express are proud sponsors of the Red Sox and the Red Sox on Nesson. During the 2012 season, Hess and Hess Express will donate $500 to the Pediatric Trauma Program at Children's Hospital Boston for every Red Sox home run. Hess and Hess Express committed to helping the cause.
Saltalamacchia getting called back by Bobby Valentine. Looks like Kelly Shopik is going to grab a bat.
Here's Will Middlebrooks, 0 for 3 in the game tonight. Crawford takes off the 3rd. He will get there without a throw and even a look, really, from Pierzynski. Three hits, 3 stolen bases for Crawford. Ground ball and a fair ball. Down the right field line, Crawford will score at 7-3. And it's an RBI single for Will Middlebrooks, and the Red Sox trying to chip away here. Back within 4 now.
Middlebrooks now 1 for 4 on the night. Picks up his 42nd RBI of the season. Saw a lot of breaking balls in this game, but that type of fastball laid on it, but right over that first base bag in fair territory. 4-run ball game.
And the pinch hitter, as you mentioned, coming up is Kelly Shopik to bat for Jared Saltalamacchia. .263, 4 homers, 12 runs batted in for Shopik. He will foul it off for strike one. Pinch hitting here in the 8th. Jared Saltalamacchia tonight had been 0 for 3 in the game, 2 groundouts and a strikeout. In the dirt, and it's 1-1. Cody Ross has come out on deck to bat for Ryan Sweeney. All kinds of protective gear down by the shins and left foot of Cody Ross. Fouled a number of pitches down in that direction this season. 1-1 will miss, 2-1. Thornton has given up a run here in the 8th. Shopik to high and deep left field. A pinch hit 2-run home run for Kelly Shopik. And the Red Sox right back into this one. It is now 7-5. Bobby Valentine going to the bench. And the Red Sox right back in it again.
Got Saltalamacchia having his problems from both sides of the plate. Goes to Kelly Shopik, and Shopik responds.
Now the Frost Brewed Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer, and our Coors Light Cold Hard Blast. They will stick here with Thornton for the moment, as now Cody Ross pinch hitting for Ryan Sweeney. There is strike one. S&S Express, the proud sponsors of the Red Sox and the Red Sox on Nesson. During the 2012 season, S&S Express will donate $500 to the Pediatric Trauma Program at Children's Hospital Boston for every Red Sox home run. S&S Express committed to helping the cause. So Fenway faithful here all of a sudden. Gathering some momentum in the 8th with 2 outs. The 2-run home run by Kelly Shopik, pinch hit style. Now off the end of the bat, a pop-up into short left has Alexei Ramirez there to make the catch that ends the inning. But things have got a little more interesting here at Fenway. We have played 8 at 7-5 Chicago. Safeco Insurance tomorrow in Game 3 of the series. Felix Gibran will make his first start of the second half and his second this season against the White Sox. He picked up his first win of the year against them back on April 26th, pitching 6 innings, allowing only 5 hits. Our live coverage begins tomorrow at 6 with Red Sox first pitch. Some defensive changes after the offensive changes for the Red Sox. Cody Ross now in the game in right field. And doing the catching for the Red Sox is Kelly Shopik after his pinch hit 2-run home run. New battery entirely for the Red Sox. Franklin Morales comes into the game, and Morales makes his 29th appearance. Has been starting games. He's 2-2 with a 3.16 earned run average. 51 in the third innings. He's got 53 strikeouts. And opponents hitting at 223 against Morales. Deals with the top of the White Sox order. Tough inning for Matt Thornton, who is charged with 3 runs, including the 2-run home run by Kelly Shopik. Alejandro Diaz, 2 hits and an RBI. For Diaz, a double and a single tonight. More action for the Red Sox in their pen. Right-hander Matt Albers. Addison Reed, a right-hander for Chicago, now up in their pen. He has been closing games for the White Sox. Bunt bid, and a tough pitch to try to bunt there, and he did get a piece of it, fouling it off. Breaking ball.
Timing all off because of the breaking ball from Morales. Everything on the bunt is usually timed on a fastball. And that time he threw the breaking ball. You see the couple of extra steps by Diaz, and he fouls it off.
Addison Reed, the closer for the White Sox, who we've not seen, has 14 saves on the year for Chicago. As he is warming in the pen for the bottom of the 9th, an inning that has got Taveras, Siriaco, and Ellsbury scheduled. It's outside, 2-2. Swing and a miss. Morales strikes out Diaz, 1 down in the 9th.
Morales going back to the breaking ball to pick up the strikeout. First one was in on the bunt attempt, that time away from Diaz. Second time he has struck out tonight, both times on curveballs.
1 down in the 9th inning for Kevin Youkilis. A big 3-run home run back in the 4th inning. He's also walked tonight. 1 for 3 night for Youkilis in his second night against his old team. To third. Will Middlebrooks on the backhand. Throws out Youkilis, 2 down in the 9th. Two outs for Adam Dunn. He's been aboard twice tonight, a single and a walk since then, striking out on 2 occasions. Takes a pitch inside, ball 1. Seeing Morales in this relief appearance makes you wonder about his future in the rotation. The Red Sox have now the 6-man rotation kind of going through here at the moment, and have been non-committal about their starter on Thursday night, the final game of the series.
Tough to tell, Don. You know, I know Bobby Valentine would like to have 2 lefties out in that bullpen. He's only got 1 right now.
It's ground ball down the first baseline. It's a fair ball. Gonzalez makes the play, and he'll take it to the bag. Dunn never ran. Never even left the box. They're still kind of looking down in that direction. He's out. We head to the bottom of the ninth inning, 7-5 Chicago. To you by Southwest Airlines, by Toyota's official website for deals, by Toyota.com. Sullivan Tire, by the Experience Buick New England Sweepstakes, and by AT&T. Well, the Red Sox with 3 runs in the bottom of the 8th inning get back to 7-5 now. The White Sox on top by 2. And things have gotten a little interesting here. Addison Reed comes into the game, the closer for the Chicago White Sox. Been closing games since the month of May. I mentioned 14. As he whips in there with ball 1 outside. Hector Santiago started the season as a closer for the White Sox. Avila's leading it off here in the 9th inning for the Red Sox, and he'll take a pitch outside, 2-0. Reed with 14 saves on the season as the pitch is a strike, and it is 2-1. That was at 95 miles an hour. At 13 straight scoreless appearances at one point in 10 innings. Longest stretch by a Sox rookie reliever to start his White Sox career. This one is fouled off to the right, and it evens at 2-2. Willis will foul off another down the right field side, 2-2. On the outside corner, strike 3. Willis strikes out, and another pitch that he thought was away. He's had it happen twice tonight, in the 7th and now in the 9th.
Yeah, he's about had it with Everett behind the plate in this game tonight. Last time up, a pitch that was outside called a strike. Let's see about this one. Looked like a slider that time to the outside part of the plate.
So pinch hitter here for Pedro Siriaco. Nick Punto pinch hits here in the ninth. Siriaco had been 0 for 3 in the contest as he takes strike one. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. On the ground, back to the mound, and Reed will throw to first. 2 outs quickly in the ninth. Well, don't forget, coming up immediately after the game, stay with us for WB Mason Red Sox Extra Innings Live. It's all the post-game coverage you'll need right here on NESN. 2 outs in the ninth, and Jacoby Ellsbury making his way up. Ellsbury with a 2-hit night, both singles, 1 to center, 1 to right. He takes strike one. 10 pitches and 8 strikes so far for Addison Reed since coming into this game. Things got a little bit more interesting for Robin Ventura in this game than he would like, but so far his closer's been pretty good. 1-1. Red Sox with a 3-run bottom of the 8th inning. That was off Matt Thornton. Ellsbury down on the count, 1-2. Fastball's been at 95.
And they've had some hard throwers in here for the last couple of innings.
Ellsbury lifts it down the left field line, foul. That will get to the seats. Outside, framed by Pierzynski, but it is 2-2. Carl Crawford hoping he can get to the plate here. Would represent the tying run. 2 outs and a 2-2 to Ellsbury. In the air to right center field. On the run is Rios. He will make the catch into right center field. A good running grab. And it ends the ball game as the Red Sox go down in order. It's pretty good defense in behind Umber to end the game. And this one appeared to be headed to the gap in right center until Rios gets there.
Yeah, it was good defense on both sides for tonight for a couple of plays. We saw Viciendo make a good play, and now Rios to end the ball game. Youkilis likes to win. Red Sox don't like what happened, and Kevin Youkilis again was a big part of this win tonight with that 3-run home run. You know, he was a situation where first base is open. It looked like Lester was pitching around him. They come back to a 3-2 count, hits the home run, and the Red Sox had to play catch-up the rest of the way.
So the final is 7-5. We're back at Fenway after this.